Hey, Monica. They say, hey, Monica. Okay, so everyone,
Hey,
welcome,
hey,
welcome
Empress.
to, yeah. And Miss Lay said hi as well.
Hey, Miss Lay.
Okay. All right, so everybody, welcome to a great segment we're about to have with Conversations with Empress and our special, yeah, Monica do look good. Our special guest is Monica Calais. All right. So, Monica, it's been great to have you. All right, so we're
Thank
gonna
you.
get right into it, Monica. So we don't want to hold up your we don't want to hold up your time. But can you let everyone know currently where you are right now?
Hi, guys. I'm in rehab at the VA Medical Center in Bonham, Texas.
Okay. All right, and Monica, how long have you been in rehab?
I've been here about a little over 30 days. So I'll say about 35 days.
Okay, that's a lot. And do you see any progression with you?
Oh, yes, I plan on staying the 90 days. So it's a 3-month rehab. And that'll be the longest I ever been sober from my choice of drug.
Beautiful. All right, so you say you're planning on staying for 90 days. Is it a choice? Are you able to leave and come as you please?
Oh, yes, it's a choice. But
Well, we commend you.
I want to stick it out the whole time.
Perfect. Now, with sticking it out the whole time, do you have any goals? What's your plan? The fact that you want to stick it out for the full 90 days, what's your plan?
Well, I plan on them getting my housing and my benefits, my claims, my disability started. A lot of people think I get army money, but I don't. So this program will help me get my army money that I people think that I do get.
Okay. And the reason you're not getting your army money, would it be your fault that you're not getting it?
No, it's just basically when you get out of the army or any military, they want you to file your claim before you get out, or you won't. It'll take a long time. They'll keep kicking it back, kicking it back. Like the government don't like to pay you.
Okay. How long were you in the army, Monica?
Total 8 years, but I did 4 years active duty.
All right, so those 8 years are in service and active duty is a total of 8 years.
Yeah.
So
So
was that
everybody's
reserve?
obligated 8 years, but
Hmm.
you can do however many active duty years. So I did 4 years active duty, and then the rest of the four was in individual ready reserve, so they could call me back anytime.
Okay. All right, Monica. So right now, you guys, for everyone that just coming in, Monica just gave us a beautiful update. Right now, Monica's in rehab, you guys. Monica's in rehab in a VA medical center. She's been there now for 35 days, and it's her choice whether or not she stays or whether or not she goes. Monica has just told us she planned on sticking it out for 90 full days, and that will be the longest time that she has been sober. So claps and blessings to Monica. All right.
Thank
And one
you,
of her
y'all.
main
Thank you,
goals,
Empress.
yes, thank God. You're welcome. And one of her main goals when she gets out is just basically beginning her foundation, house, benefits, claims, getting the money that's sitting for her right there at the army. There, okay. So she's working toward a goal. She has a goal and she's working toward it. And that's all we ask. Work toward a goal and it shall be. All right. So thank you for that beautiful update, Monica. So, Monica, we're going to get a bit more intimate now in the conversation with Empress, okay? And I want to ask you, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All righty. So, Monica, the first question is I would like to know who is Monica Clay? Where she come from?
Um, Originally I came on Facebook from Facebook. Started on Room 21 and moved over to Keys to the Streets the day I met Pumpkin or went to Pumpkin.
Okay. Well, let's stop right now. I want to know who is Monica Clay? Where she's from? Who's her mom? I want to know who is Monica Clay?
Okay. Um, Well, I'm a the baby of my family, the
Okay.
only child from my mom and dad, and I have siblings that are twins, but they have a different dad. Um, I was apparently spoiled by my parents, because I was the baby and the only child. So pretty much got whatever I wanted as a younger kid growing up.
So is this the spoiled little girl you're talking about who got everything she wanted?
Yes, yes.
Really? Okay. So tell us about this little girl with this beautiful smile, beautiful skin, and this long, beautiful hair.
Okay. Thank you, y'all. I used to, um, I was always happy. I was always smiling. Um, but I always had an inner insecurity about my skin tone. So even though you see me smiling on a pic, I've always faced the insecurity about my skin tone. Um, Growing up, my sister was yellow and I was dark skinned, and my brother was dark skinned. So he was a dark skinned man and she's a light skinned woman, and it was just me. So my mom looked at me a different way than she looked at my other siblings.
Now, would this be the lighter skinned sister?
Yes,
Okay, what's
yes.
her name? What's her name?
Makita.
You both look like identical twins.
Yeah, Makita.
All right. So you're saying that Makita was treated a little bit better than Monica.
Yes.
Okay. Did
Yeah.
that make you like Makita or dislike Makita because of the things your
No,
mom
I
did?
love my sister. She was my older sister. She
Good.
did my hair, bathed me, taught me a lot of stuff growing up. It was just basically when we were elder, we separated, grew apart.
Why do you think you and your sister grew apart?
I don't. I think her jealousy. I don't know. She felt like mom was too rough on her and too easy on me. But mom taught her discipline, and mom didn't teach me nothing. You know.
So you were that baby girl that got a chance to sleep in late. You didn't have to cook, you didn't have to clean. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, I didn't have to cook. I didn't have to clean. I just got every birthday I got everything I wanted. But they were older, so they sometimes didn't get birthday presents. So
Monica, with being okay, go ahead.
because they always basically my birthday came first, but our birthdays in the same month. Their birthday is June 18th, mine's June 14th, and they was older. I
Oh,
guess it was the way. I guess since my mom was with my dad and still with my dad, she treated them a little bit different, but she treated them the way I wanted to be raised, with discipline and love. Because without discipline, there's no love. Now I would do things in the house, bad things, just to see if my mom would with me, but she never did at
mhm.
all.
All right. And
So,
this is going to pose my next question. Do you feel if mothers raise a spoiled, lazy child or a daughter, would that daughter pay for it in her older years?
oh yes, I definitely will. Yeah, being a baby is not all it has to be, because baby childs tend to be the black sheep, or they don't progress like everybody else because they don't have no discipline in their life.
Mm.
So yeah,
All right. So with your
every
mom
every
and dad,
baby I
they
know of the family um is like either on drugs, or they didn't do like the elders or the middle child did because they didn't have no discipline.
or they start
And
late.
then the parents think they're
I
doing
was a
right
younger
by
child.
spoiling the
Hmm.
baby, but it's not doing nothing but harming them.
And I totally agree with that. I was a younger child and I did things that none of my sisters and brothers did, right? I
Hmm.
did fix my mistakes, but as a result of being the youngest child, I didn't learn how to cook at an early age. I didn't learn how to clean at an early age. And I did things that I wasn't supposed to do that I had to pay for later on. So, yeah, we
Oh,
agree
okay. I
with
didn't know
you.
you was youngest.
Hmm.
That's
I was the youngest.
interesting.
Yep. I'm the youngest girl. Yep. All right. So Monica, all right. So tell us about mom and dad. They stayed married the remainder, like the entire young and older years were mom and dad married?
Yes, they still married. Um,
Beautiful.
it was a point where she got divorced from my dad when we was older, but they got back married. So
So
they're married again now. So she got a divorce when I was like 17 or 16 in high school, and then got back married like 5 or 6 years ago.
mm. So Monica, is it safe to say you are part of the quote unquote American dream? You were raised with a mom and a dad in a household.
Yes, two
Now,
parent
was your
siblings.
mama in
I mean, two
two
parent.
parents? Now, was your mom or dad on any type of drugs or anything?
No, not my mom, but my dad was.
Okay. So he suffered from substance abuse. Okay. What was his drug of choice?
He did crack.
Hmm.
And my mom, she didn't drink or smoke, but she was like kind of like a codependent relationship. She fed him all the money went towards him and his habit. So that type of relationship. She paid all the bills. She cooked, she cleaned, and she kept everything in order when it came to money wise. But she also let the kids see a lot of things that we shouldn't have.
Can you give us an example of some of the things that you shouldn't have seen?
Like we would tell my mom to leave him, but she would want to stay because he was always stealing money from us. We wouldn't have no Christmases. Actually, when I was younger, 7 years old, if it wasn't for me, they would have never had no big Christmas. I made sure they signed up for Toys for Tots, my parents, because our school had this thing like for the kids who couldn't afford clothes and or toys and clothes or whatever, but we could. It's just basically my daddy would take all the money. So um, I signed up for it, and we had the best Christmas ever.
So at
So yeah,
7 years old, little Monica Clay took control of her household and made sure that she signed up for Toys for Tots for her family so that her and her sisters and brothers can have a great Christmas. Is that what you're saying? The 7 year
yes,
old
yes,
Monica did
ma'am,
this?
yes, definitely did. Because other than that, we would have never had no Christmas. Mom would lie to us every year. Oh, I'm gonna get you something next year. I'm gonna get you something next year. And there was a point in time where my daddy was doing good. He was the manager for Ford Motors Company. But I don't know how somehow he got into that drug or what happened to
Mm.
where he fell all the way down.
So your
So I
dad
was in
was a
second
manager
grade.
of Ford General Motors. So you guys are middle class. Like you had a good damn childhood.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, what about your brother? What's your big brother up to? And are you still close with him?
No, I don't talk to my brother, but he's doing good. I think he's a manager at Bank of America or Wells Fargo. Brother's always been very smart.
Just
He
like
was the
you.
one who got me the job at Ally Bank when I worked at Ally Bank. He was a remarketing specialist, basically refinancing the price of the cars.
So at some point, your brother believed in his little sister and said, I want to do you a favor. I'm going to get you a job at Allied Bank.
Oh yeah, yeah. When I stayed in
Ah,
Louisville, and that's when I first started coming to Facebook. Um, when they saw me on Facebook, that's how everybody met me through Key, Room 21, and me working at Ally Bank with my daughter.
what happened? So your brother referred you to a great job, a great career, basically with insurance. I mean, you can have a
Hmm.
401k because you're working at a bank. What happened there?
Yeah, he still does that. I mean, he has a wife and 4 kids. He's still with the same woman. They had all the kids together. would have had 6 kids, but she had 2 miscarriages. But what happened was um, how it fell apart for me,
Mm-hmm.
the cyberbullying. When I met
Mm.
Keith Jones. Yep, I met Keith Jones, and everybody favored Keith and hated me, and it took a toll on my mental.
All right. So before we get there, let's rewind. Let me take it all back a little bit. Monica, how old were you when you got into the army?
I was 17. My mom had to sign me over, so I turned 18 in boot camp, basic training.
What made Monica want to go to the army?
Oh, because we didn't have nothing,
Okay.
nothing growing up. Money, financial wise, something different. Meet new people. I like to travel. I wanted to stay in shape. Them to pay for my school.
Now, Monica, during the time that your dad was doing drugs, did he ever hit your mom?
No, my dad wasn't abusive. My
Beautiful.
mom was the abuser. She beat
Now
my
that's
daddy ass for
interesting.
stealing the money.
Did you ever help her fight him?
No, because my dad is
Okay.
small. My mom could handle her weight.
Okay.
And he
So your
wouldn't
mom
he
basically
never hit her
was,
back, so
all
he would
right.
just take the blows because he knew he did wrong.
Okay. So your mom was basically defending the household. He did something wrong, and that was
Yeah.
her way of lashing out. Okay. Now, did you endure any type of abuse as a child?
Only from my mom, mental abuse.
Now, was this in? Did it have anything to do with the fact that you were the darker child and your sister was on the lighter skin child?
Yeah, very much
What are
so.
some of the things? What are some of the things your mom would say to you?
Don't bring no dark babies in his house. That's all she would say to me. Don't bring no dark babies in his house. And over again. And that's all she would say to
Jesus.
me. So that's why I took from my dad's, even though my dad was not a good role model, he was a great parent. And my mom, she was a great role model, but she wasn't a great parent.
That's so interesting. Okay. Now, did you have any kids, Monica?
Yeah, I have 2 kids.
Oh, can I ask you about one of them?
Yes,
Can I show a cute little picture of one of them?
yes.
Who is this little thing right here?
Oh, that's my daughter.
She is freaking adorable.
Thank you.
Very beautiful. Isn't she, y'all? Is she smart like her mother? Monica?
Yeah, oh yes, yes, she is.
Okay.
She is always happy,
Okay.
but that's kind of a trigger too because I don't get to talk to her.
All right. So, do you want me to pass these questions?
Um, yeah, the one when it comes
Okay.
to
That's
it's
fine.
like a
Off the
trigger.
table. That's fine. We'll skip that. And we'll skip the second babe as well. All right. So let's jump right into now. You're 17 years old and you're going into the army. Now, was this exciting for you?
Oh yeah, to do because originally my plan was to be in the Navy, but my ASVAB score wasn't high enough, so I settled for the Army.
Okay.
I was going
All right.
really to the military to be in the Navy, but on the Navy you got to make a certain ASVAB score.
Mm-hmm.
So my ASVAB wasn't high enough, so I just settled for the Army. So
Okay.
it first it wasn't exciting because I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but I just settled with the content that I'm just going to be in the military.
Did you learn a lot
Yeah.
there? Did you make a lot of money? Like, what did the military do for you?
Oh yeah, I had so much money in the military because we don't pay rent or anything, whether you're a single soldier or a married soldier. All your bills are paid, so all the money you get a lot of money. So my first
Okay.
bonus, I got a $20,000 bonus signing up for the military, and then got paid it my about 10 grand when I got out of boot camp and boot camp in the MOS school, AIT. So yeah, basic training in AIT. I got when I went to my first unit, which was a reserve initially, a reserve contract. I got the half of the money. So when I went to reserves for like 4 months into reserves, it was boring to me. So I switched over to active duty and had another enlistment bonus for 15,000. So all in all, I saw 25 grand,
And
and
this is in one lump sum.
the first one is yeah.
A young girl at 17, 18 years old with $25,000 in her account overnight.
Yeah. So I saw how it is to have money, and I had everything I wanted. But I will also take care of my family too. I sent money to my sister and brother and mom as well. Not to
Because
my dad
initially
because
you,
he was still in his ways.
okay, he was still, because initially that's what you said. You wanted to better your family. You guys didn't have much. So you wanted to go in for that. And look what you accomplished that, Monica.
Yes.
What's your sign?
I'm a Gemini, Scorpio, Scorpio.
Okay.
You got three signs to you. Everyone has three zodiac signs that incorporate
Okay.
their personality or aura, who they are.
So when do you feel as though the Gemini in you surface? What's your Gemini side?
Um, huh?
What's your Gemini side? When do you feel as though your Gemini is
Oh,
present?
the sun, my sun sign. So I was born June 14th, so I'm a Gemini. My sun sign. So when I die, people will know me by Gemini. My moon sign is
Now,
Scorpio, and my rising sign is Scorpio. That's my path I walk is a Scorpio, and my true self is Scorpio.
now, do you feel as though this Gemini is your more aggressive side?
Yeah, this more like, yeah, y'all will know me by Gemini when I die. That's the sign
Okay.
I will be.
All right. All right. So now we're 17, 18 years old. We got 25 grand straight up. We're taking care of family. We're in the army. The reserves are getting boring. So now you want to move over to active duty. So now we're in active duty. What changes there? What's going on in active duty? Are you still making good money? Why did you like active
Oh
duty
yes,
more than reserves?
yes. Active duty changed way grand than reserves because reserves is so boring, and also we only get paid 200 a month. So when I switch over to active duty, you get paid every first and the 15th. So you get paid like a good amount of money. It was not more than I found that I was getting paid more as a civilian than whatchamacallit, but it was a lot of money for no bills. Didn't have
Mm-hmm.
to pay rent and didn't have to no bills. So all the
Okay.
money goes to you.
All right. So also you have a government clearance, correct?
Yeah, I had a secret security clearance.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
be
you're
the
getting great
to
government. Okay, go ahead.
yeah to for the job I had. So yeah, I had a secret security clearance.
And you have government benefits like health care, right?
Yeah, when I was in the army, it was free healthcare, dental, vision, everything that you can think of,
So as a young
and
woman, not
schooling and
even
stuff like that.
So as a young woman that's not even 20 years old, you accomplish things that women at age 30 and 35 haven't even accomplished. You got money in your bank, a steady job, health insurance, 401k, like you that was the holy grail at 18 years old. You were basically set on a great career path.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Okay,
Yep. I
Monica,
was. What
what
happened?
changed that?
Um, I went AWOL and missed movement, and basically double jeopardy happened to me. So I didn't get in trouble for going AWOL, missing movement, because my husband was in the Marines, and Marines could never be stationed with the Army. So when I talked to the Sergeant Major of the First Brigade, I was in Fourth Brigade. He was like, "I understand. We're just gonna do a rehabilitation movement." So what a rehabilitation movement is, nothing. I don't get demoted. Um, Basically, they just moved me to a different unit. So I was in 701st Alpha Company originally, and they moved me to Delta Company 701st. Now Delta Company was the FSC, which is Forward Support Company, and then Alpha Company, HHC, headquarters to Charlie Company 701st. That was a BSB, which is Brigade Support Battalion. So they supported themselves. And then the FSC's Delta through Gulf, we supported either artillery, infantry, EOD, cavalry, and I was in a cavalry unit. So they knew who I was from Alpha Company 701st, and the last 45 days before I ETS got out on honorable discharge, they demoted me to an E1. So I was an
Mm,
E4. In the last 45 days, I got demoted to an E1. That's what changed. It didn't make
okay.
that. I didn't want to make it a career after that because I lost all my
Mm.
rank.
All right. So being an HHC Alpha 701st, right? You in the BSB. All right. Now, what did you actually do though to get demoted down to the Delta 701st FFC? Like what happened? And also,
I
when did you
signed
get
in late
married? Oh, you
from a
signed in
Christmas
late.
leave,
Okay.
but I called my
Oh, okay.
sergeant, but they was just basically trying to get me basically from going AWOL. So when went AWOL, I got promoted, and then I was supposed to get demoted, but I got promoted to an E3, and then no, from an E3 to an E4. And they was mad about that. It was like, how you go AWOL, miss movement, and you don't get in trouble? I said, God is real. So
Mm. Hmm.
basically, everything that Delta Company saw, they would try to just get me on any Article 15 so I can get demoted and take my rank. So it was like double jeopardy. My double jeopardy was they already did a rehabilitation movement, so they had already punished me from going AWOL, but they wanted
And
to
so they,
punish me more and lose my rank.
yeah, and they couldn't.
Yeah.
So that was God. So let me ask a question. How old were you when you got married?
I was 19. Yeah, I
Okay.
was 19. Me and my husband
And where
was
did
in a
you?
we went to high school prom together. We were high school
Oh,
sweethearts.
so your high school sweetheart went to the Marines and you went to the Army.
Yeah, he went after I was in the army. He was going to TSU, and then he said I inspired him to go to the military, but he wanted to do it big. So basically, he wanted to go Marines. So he was a jarhead.
And then you guys stayed
Yeah,
loyal to each other because you entered at 17, and 2 years later, you guys were still committed and you guys got married.
yep,
All right. So,
yep.
so when you were coming off of that Christmas vacation, were you with your husband?
When I yeah, he would come see me, and I would go see him. He's stationed in Camp Pendleton, California. So
Hmm.
I was stationed in Fort Riley, Kansas, and we'll just take trips. Like one weekend, I'll be there in California. Another weekend, he'll be here in Kansas, and that.
All right, you guys, give her a second. She's
I'm
getting a phone
sorry.
call. Okay, that's fine. Okay, you just letting us know that he was stationed in Cali, you were stationed in Kansas, and at any chance you guys got, you guys would see each other.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how long were you married?
Hold on, Rick. I'm sorry.
I'll wait, no problem. All right, everyone. For people just coming in, we're talking to none other than Monica Clay. Right now, we've covered where Monica is from, her mom, her father. Him using drugs when she was growing up, coming from being a manager at Ford General, a general manager at Ford, and then becoming using drugs. She was a beautiful young chocolate girl, very spoiled, last baby, and she has two other siblings, a brother and a sister named Marquita. What you guys don't know, that she also entered into the army at 17, got married at 19, and as a young woman at 18, Monica already had a career working for the United States government, a government clearance, and money in her bank account with insurance and a 401k already set up. All right. Monica did have a few issues with her mom. She had some mommy issues because mom basically would put her down with words like, psychological abuse. But overall, she still wanted to fight and take care of her parents. And that's why she entered into the United States Army. All right.
What?
All right. So,
No, you're not gonna tell me what to do. Not you, Empress. I'm sorry.
okay, I know. All right, you guys, give her a minute, okay? She's having a moment. All right, so everyone just come on in. So if a lot of you guys didn't know, Monica is here. She's having a conversation with Empress, and again, we've gotten a lot of information from Monica. She's being very comfortable and open with us.
You is real life crazy. Ain't nobody got you on live. I'm talking. I told you I had an interview, and you still being crazy. Nobody's worried about you. They don't even know who you are. I'm on my other phone. Bye. I'll talk to you later. Okay, Empress, I'm
All
back.
right, no problem. Nope, welcome back. All right, so Monica,
Yeah,
let's
that's
keep
Blue.
it moving. Oh, they already know.
I was talking to Blue. Nah, I wasn't talking to
Mm,
Empress.
she wasn't talking to me. She was talking to Blue. So everyone already know who Blue is, basically, Monica.
Yeah, they do. They
Okay.
know who Blue is. They got him on YouTube
Mm-mm-mm-mm. So
talking
Monica,
to
all right. So
21.
what? This one with his crazy stuff. They like him though. I can
Yeah,
tell.
they do. He's an Aries.
Mm,
He's
okay.
an
Do
Aries
you, and you like
Taurus.
him?
I
You
love
like him as
him.
well? Oh,
Hmm. I
okay.
do.
Well, we can touch
That's
on. Okay,
the
we can
only
touch on that a little
relationship
bit.
that I love. Like
Well,
actual feel real love.
uh, what about Darnell? Was Darnell's real love?
No, I didn't feel real love with him. I felt like I was a slave.
All right, so we can switch into that. Where did you meet Darnell?
Um, he pulled up on the side of me while I was walking and asked me if he could take care of me.
Mm,
And I was in New York, and I was like, uh, the way he pulled up, I was like, yeah, I guess so. So he was adamant about taking me out on a date, and I didn't know at the time that he was that big. When I saw him, his face was, I don't care about size or whatever like that, but I didn't know he was like wheelchair can't move big, you know. Um, but yeah, he was. That's what he pulled up on the side of me. He said he take care of me, and that's how I met him, and things started from there.
okay, so Darnell was the person that practiced Islam or whatever, right? He was a Muslim.
Yeah, he was a Muslim.
And he wanted to convert you rather quickly.
Yeah, he wanted me to convert me to Muslima, and I did
Did
take
you?
my shahada, but I never knew the religion or what it was about. And I had certain disagreements with him because I said we are Hebrews, and he was like, "No, we're Muslim. What are you talking about?" Da da da. So that's what really kind of separated us was our different views on religion.
So, Monica, did you guys actually get married?
No, not like a marriage. like a contract marriage, like the regular marriage. It was a
Okay,
Muslim marriage. But yeah, we got
gotcha.
married in the Muslim community. Everybody knew we was
Okay,
married.
okay. Now, was it a private ceremony at home? Something you guys can do over like at home? Was it a chant? Was it a prayer? Like, what's that ceremony about?
We had to go to the masjid, and it was what is the I forgot what they call them. The I forgot what they call them. He had to marry us.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so
And you didn't feel any love for him at
he
all?
basically tried to change my whole identity.
Jesus. And did you feel any love for him at all?
Yeah, he's just mad because I would be on a little bit. He's just mad because I would be, well, I don't know. Because he just like my man right now. He don't like me being on the internet. He don't understand that I'm an influencer. So he thinking I
Hmm.
just be talking to people and just be calling people names and stuff like that. And it's not like that. It's like different. And that's how Darnell is. Like he was trying to, oh, you like them over me. This is that. Try to control me and not even understand me.
So, Monica, I have a question. I have a question. I'm gonna skip this. Hold on. I'm gonna skip that. Explain
Yeah.
to me what will cause a woman to do this.
Still these all be happy.
And I'm gonna stop it here. I'm just gonna give everyone the just. So we're gonna stop this here. All right. So we're gonna stop this here. All right. We get what's happening. You were with Darnell. What would push you to do something like that for someone that you didn't love?
Um, I felt uh
Did you see it,
like
Monica?
that was
Did
the
you see what was going
only
on there?
yeah.
Okay. All right.
I
They
was
didn't see
mad
what was going
about
on. Give me 1 second. Hold on. All right, you guys. Okay. Go ahead, Monica. So, what would push a
yeah. I
woman?
just I did when I because I got tired of people trying to rake up anything happiness that I had. It really wasn't. I did. I wasn't in love, but I did love him. I did
Do you
love him
feel?
because
Do you?
he was like the figure of a provider, like that I always picture. Like man, provide. That's all I care about. I'll cook and I'll clean, and I'll do everything else, but you got to be the provider, and that was the definition of the man that I saw like as a husband. So
Mhm.
when Visa did that, I was really hurt about his actions, and then the actions, that fact that he teamed up with my husband, that them having a conversation about me, and it was just too much. It's too much.
It was a lot. It
Yeah,
was
it
a
was too
lot.
much.
So, do you feel as though social media played a big part in that relationship?
Yeah, social media did play a big part in all that, but we kept the views. Like every day we have like 4,000 views, but they was intrigued by Darnell and all his money. Like how did Monica get somebody with so much fucking money? And it was just it was just a basic intimidation.
So, do you enjoy bringing your personal love life to social media? Because right now, I'm hearing you say everyone was involved. It was just too much, and you were acting on the fact that people were in your business. Do you feel as though it's smart to bring a full-fledged, brand new relationship to social media, being who you are?
Yeah, I didn't. It's not like I brought it to the forefront, but everybody wanted to know where I was at. So I don't lie. It's hard for me to lie. So I had told them the truth.
Okay.
Yep,
All right.
yep.
All right. So that sector of your life is over. Now, were you under the influence at any time during that relationship, like doing any type of drugs?
Hold on, right quick.
All right, everyone, give Monica just a second. All right, again, we are having conversations with Monica Clay, and we have to bear with her because if a lot of you guys don't know, Monica did reveal to us in the beginning of this interview that she is now in rehab and a VA medical center out in Texas. She's been in rehab for 35 days, and she's planning on keeping herself there for the full duration, which is 90 full days. And she also revealed to us that that would have been the longest time that she's been sober since she started her ordeal with drugs. All right. So Monica's in rehab right now. All right. She goes to group every day. They're keeping her on a steady path, and she wants this growth. Her sole goal is to basically get housing for herself, get benefits, get her claims, and also start getting the pension that's owed to her from the Army. Yeah, Monica got this. Monica got this. This is the same young lady at 7 years old, you guys. The fact that her dad was using crack cocaine at 7 years old, Monica took initiative and made sure her family was signed up for Toys for Tots so that her and her sister and brother can have a good Christmas at 7 years old. And not only that, at 17 years old, the fact that they had to struggle because the father was on drugs and that the father did steal a lot of money all the time from the house. She said, I'm going to get into the Army and take care of my family. When she got into the Army, she got a 25,000 bonus, a $10,000 bonus, and also she got a $15,000 bonus from the reserves. At one point in time, she had $25,000 total before the age of 18 in her bank account. And you know what she did with that money? She made sure she sent it back to her mom and her siblings. Yep. So Monica has been a natural born leader from birth, from young, and her whole objective in life was to support her family because her dad failed to do so. And again, we're getting into we talked about light skin versus dark skin issues she had, in the household. The fact that her mom did verbally abuse her and mental abuse her. And her brother's relationship. Her brother was the one that got her first job at her first bank. We're gonna talk about that. Okay, and like Monica has been on a journey. She also about being married at the age of 19 to her high school sweetheart. At that time, she was in the Army, he was in the Marines. All right, so we still got a lot of Monica to cover. We kind of dipped off into Darnell as well, the Muslim gentleman that she was dating last year. And she basically, told us a little bit about that. And then I also pulled up a video from YouTube where at that time she was in love with Darnell and she decided that she needed to slit her wrist because she was just getting so much pressure from the internet, Darnell, and the relationship falling apart. All right. Okay, so also you guys, as in the words of founder Nikki, you guys want to know so much, but you're not gifting the panel. So while Monica right now is away on a phone call hiatus, I need you guys to go ahead and reach down in your wallets, reach. Go ahead and gift the panel. Darnell, we don't know where he at, but she's in a new relationship now with someone that we just found out his name is Blue. So at some point, if she's comfortable with talking about Blue, we'll get into that. But some of the photos that you guys did miss that I showed of the beautiful Monica, I did ask her who was this little baby doll. And this is Monica Clay as a little girl. All right. So, and also it's a picture of her sister, and her brother. But that's little Monica right there. That's little Monica. Isn't she beautiful? Okay. So, yeah, that's little Monica. And Yeah, so we're gonna go on. I hope you ask Monica about bringing take her money. She always in somebody's business. Oh, Sagittarius, yeah, you ain't welcome back here no more. We'll go ahead and get you out of here. Bye, Sag. Period. All right. So remember, you guys, as you guys can see, hey, text app, as you guys can see, this interview is not about dragging Monica. For everyone that's been here since it started, this is a conversation with Empress. And whenever you have a conversation with me, it's more therapeutic. It's not to
Okay. I'm
come
back.
for
I'm
you.
sorry.
Perfect. So, Monica, the entire time since you've been up here, are you comfortable? Have I made you feel uncomfortable at any time?
Hold on. Let me turn my volume up. I can barely hear you.
Okay.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, now what you say?
At any point in time since you've been here, have I made you feel uncomfortable?
Oh no, no, you haven't.
Okay, good. All right, we just had some knuckleheads in the comments. All right, so really quickly, Monica, before we move ahead, I want you to tell me about this little girl right here. Ready? And this little girl,
Mm.
I like her. You ready? Tell me about this little girl at this time.
Oh, that's me when I was 16.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
talk to me about this little girl. Where is she mentally? Like, where is this 16-year-old right now? Mentally, socially, who is she?
Um, I thought, well, shoot, I thought I was, uh, I had to dress a certain way or look a certain way in order to make me feel good, about
You
myself.
look good, ma'am.
Thank
I'll
you.
switch
Thank
boxes.
you.
If y'all can double tap my box as well if you want. But I'll switch the boxes if since I mean Monica's in the big box. So all you gotta do is double tap the box, ladies and gentlemen. Double tap. Can you see it now? We can't
Oh
tap the
yeah.
box. Oh wow. Okay, let me switch. Jesus. Y'all too spoiled in the comments. Here you go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Thank you.
Very pretty. Mm-hmm. I knew y'all would like it. Look, Monica, look at the comments.
Oh, okay. I see it.
They
Thank
loving
you. Thank you,
you.
y'all. Thank you.
So I'll put it in four-way, you guys, so y'all able to double tap when I do. And then I want to show you one more thing, okay? So this is little Monica. Look at this. Look at this. This Monica, can you give everyone your cash app, please? Look, this is
Okay,
Monica. Oh my God.
I'll put it in the comments. I'll put it in the comments. Hold on. I'm gonna let it
Isn't she
fly.
beautiful? So
Thank
cute.
you.
That thing beautiful. Ain't she beautiful? She pretty.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we got some more
Appreciate
for
that.
y'all if y'all want it. Look at this. Look at his body. Look at
Yeah,
his
that's when
body.
I had got out the army. That's how my body was shaped out the army.
It is something to get teary eyed from, y'all. But this is where she's headed back to. All right. We're going to get a chance to talk about her rehab journey. We're just going ahead and just getting some more information about where she's been and where she came from. But we're going to also talk about where Monica is going. Okay. Prayers to Monica. Absolutely.
Thank
Absolutely.
you, y'all.
So, Monica, tell me about this 16-year-old girl.
Okay. I was actually I felt that 16-year-old girl, I felt insecure. I had to dress cute in order to feel good about myself because like I said, I was going through that dark skin, traumatized by my mom and then traumatized by the school, they didn't like you in the South. They like lighter skinned girls and then I don't know how it is in the North, but I got teased at school and I got teased at home. They called me Blackie, Tar Baby. So I was an insecure girl right there. Very insecure.
But it was that same insecure girl that just 1 year later had to enlist in the army so she can take care of home.
Yep. Yep.
And
That's
you
all
felt
that's
responsible.
all I can say about my 16-year-old. I mean, when I was a child, I was very insecure. So I did always have to buy good hairstyles, and like I bought the flies wigs, got my hair done all the time. I made sure I was cute all at all times, but not anymore.
You're a beautiful
Well,
girl,
not
beautiful
anymore
specimen.
now, but yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
let's go back to your marriage, to your high school sweetheart. How long were you married and when did it end?
I was married for 3 years. Um, it ended when I was in the military and found out that he got somebody pregnant while we was married. So yeah, it ended 3 years after that. So when I found out he got this girl pregnant from California because he was stationed in Camp Pendleton, and even though we would go back and forth to see each other, he was getting tired of that. He wanted somebody that was near him, stationed in California. So yeah, even though I got his name tatted on me and stuff like that. Yeah, that was my first love and then only love, and also, um, yeah, uh, yeah, I got a divorce from
All
that.
right. So you were married at 19 and divorced by the age 22, correct?
Yes, correct.
Did you did you report him to his sergeant or the person that was of rank? Because that's a penalty, right? A big penalty for him, correct?
Yeah, yeah, it is. I wasn't a vindictive woman. I just basically
Gotcha.
let God handle it. But I did wanted to do that. Not many times that crossed my mind, but I was like, I just let it go because it happened to me in a vulnerable state, in a vulnerable time. I was in Iraq when he did it. So um, yeah, that's
So if a
what
lot of you guys
really.
don't know, right, when you're in the service, you can't cheat. All that adultery, you can't have bad credit, you cannot pay your bills. There is a power that be that you have to answer to that will shake you up. So if she would have reported that her husband was cheating and doing the most to her, he would have been in big ass trouble.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
yep,
Mm-hmm.
yep, yep.
Okay. So after your divorce, Monica, you're 22 years old, right? Are you still in the
Hmm.
military at this time?
I know. I'm out and I'm had my daughter.
Okay. Now, did you have
Well,
your
we
daughter
got
from your
divorced.
husband?
No, I got pregnant after I got divorced. So I
So
got
at
divorced
this,
into at the age of 21,
okay,
right before I
21
got out the
divorce.
military,
All right.
and then
At
I
this
had
point, you had already went AWOL. You had already got the demotion from HT Alpha 701st to Delta 701st FFC, right? You already did all that.
yeah. Hmm.
Okay. And now you're 21
I
and
got
divorced.
demoted in yeah. Hmm. Delta Company
Okay.
701st is who demoted me. Alpha Company
All right.
701st where I just got the rehabilitation movement.
Okay. So you're 21, divorced, and now you're going to get pregnant after your divorce from a gentleman.
Yeah,
And this is,
he was on extra duty with me. He was in the army with
oh,
me. Like we was on extra
okay.
duty together. Remember when I said I
Okay.
got they did double jeopardy. I had 45 days of extra duty, 45 days they take my pay, and 45 days they take the rank. Um Either way I met him on extra duty.
Okay.
He was in the
So
military.
you guys make a baby. And are you guys still together after the baby, or did you guys part as well?
I never was with Buxton, my baby daddy. We just
Mm-hmm.
happened to have sex and then I happened to get pregnant by him. So yeah.
And so, for everyone that knows, her kids is an off topic tonight. So we will not be talking about the beautiful children. We will skip over that part of Monica's life. All right. So now, Monica, you're now 22. You're still in the. I want to know, when are you actually out of the army and you had to go back home and get a job from your brother? What age is that?
Um, sh- mm, I had to be like 26.
Okay. All right. So you stay. So what age were you when you actually walked away from the army? Like, I'm out. Like, I'm out. I'm home now as a civilian.
In 2011.
Okay. And you were what, 24?
I was turning 21. I was 21.
Okay. So 21. All right. So what happened between? So what were you doing from 21 to 26?
After I had my child, I started working at uh little jobs, like customer service jobs. I had like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of customer service jobs. Worked at Verizon, Conduent, worked at as a call, one of those customer call centers where they trying to
Mm-hmm.
promote internet or stuff like that. I did a lot of customer service representative jobs,
All right.
but
At this
nothing
time,
steady.
okay, and at this time, you're not on any social media, right? You're just living a normal life, correct?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I'm living a normal life. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Well, I
so
was
when
on
did you
social media,
actually,
but not that
it
much.
was still normal. Okay. So,
Yeah.
all right, so we're gonna jump right into Facebook and you getting the job referral from your big brother, which you no longer speak to today, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So now you're 26 at this time, right?
Hmm.
Your
Yeah.
brother gets your job at Allied Bank.
Hmm.
At the same
Yes.
time, somehow you slip into Facebook world. You slip into these rooms where you meet all these people that we now see on Bigo.
Hmm. Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I slipped into room 21. Now I was already on the internet. I had my own groups, and I'm worldwide known on Facebook, like from the groups I had, and they were sex groups. They were sexual groups, like
Mm-hmm.
Splash. I don't know if you heard with Splash with Jarvis Savage, those type of groups. So I had my Zakaya's Hotspot, um, all Room 21. What is Room 21? That's where everybody started, Bolton Walker.
Okay, so Room 21 is like what she's saying is there's a lot of big personalities on Bigo that came from a Facebook group called Room 21. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. All right. So in Room
Okay.
20, so you have your little sex groups going on, but at the same time you're working for the bank, correct?
Yep, yep, yep,
All right,
yep.
so tell us about when you finally, and at this point, are you on any type of drugs or anything?
Oh no, no, not at all.
Okay, good. All right. So tell us when you spilled over into room 21 and how that took off for you and how it changed your life.
Well, I just I don't know how I saw Room 21, but I joined the group, and then that's when I would see Savannah go live, Cammy, Messy Bay, aka Rhea, Death Bay, all them. Keith Jones. One day I just went live, because I already had like a lot of people follow me from my sex group. I had like over 10,000 followers on Facebook. So one day I just went live, and then I got into it. Keith got on my live and was trying to be funny. He roasted me. So I went back on his live and roasted him back. And that's how everything started. Yep. I guess he thought I was gonna be like quiet when somebody I didn't know who he was. I guess everybody else knew who he was, but I didn't know who he was. I just roasted somebody who roasted me back. That's how I took it. And basically that's how people start noticing me.
Mm. All right. So after you guys roasted each other, what happened? Like how fast did this take off, and how did it change your life?
Real fast, real fast. Like the next day, um, everybody was trying to figure out who was the person that roasted Q Jones, and I would go live every day. That's where Pumpkin was at. Everybody was on there. everybody that y'all see now or watch now, uh, like besides the LGBT community, the trans low, all of them, they was on Room 21. Yep. So after that took off, I guess they noticed me real fast when I roasted Keith to boots, and then he started going back and forth with me, and then it became Monica and Keith situation. Yep. So
When did this Facebook world spill over into your real life?
um, after this, really, when this, with the meeting of Pumpkin, I met her, and what's supposed to be an innocent kick it with your friend became a storyline, and that's how it started affecting my life because they manifested homelessness on me. It was like every I became the best roaster on the app that everybody teamed up against me. So it was Joe was against me, Pumpkin was against me, Pressure was a clout chaser, but she was against me. Keith was we had Preston, we had AJ, we had everybody mad at Monica. Monica was like a villain, and I wasn't even doing nothing but defending myself. Cortez, yep. So everybody, all that's what spilled over into my real life and what made me go down and start doing drugs. It was the cyberbullying.
So before all of this, you had a stable place to live, you had a stable
Yep.
job, you had a good
Mhm.
relationship with your brother and your sister, and because
Mhm.
you met certain people on the internet, you spiraled mentally.
Yep. Yeah, because I was naive in thinking that everybody was like me, just, happy and just defending themselves, but it really was a game to them and jealousy, I guess.
Okay, so how many kids did you have at the time?
At the time I only had one child, Maya.
One. And and was Maya with you doing all of this?
Um, yep, she was.
So when did you we won't talk. I'm sorry you guys. I'm going too deep. All right. Yeah. So let's not we're not going to talk we're not covering kids. We're not covering kids, you guys. All right. So what she did say was prior to going into this room and meeting these certain people, she did have stability. Okay, a job at Allied Bank, somewhere to sleep. She had stability, and then her life just drastically changed because she was now dealing with a different type of people on Facebook, and she spiraled out of control. And Monica had a car too.
Yeah.
So Monica,
Every I had everything on my own, and that's what they would bully me. I don't know why they would bully me. Um, but it was very much so what got to my mental, because I don't get hurt by physical pain. I get hurt by emotional pain.
mhm.
Yeah. So I was very confident in my skin, and basically I just didn't take no shit. But after the meeting with Pumpkin, and I met her in Chicago, and all that happened to me, they lied on my name, kept the lie going for a long time, and I spiraled all the way down.
Bless you, Monica. So Monica, when
Thank
you
you.
started spiraling, when did you started using, and what was the first thing drug that you used?
Well, I was always smoking weed. Weed was the first
Okay.
drug I ever smoked,
Okay.
but I started using at the age, I mean, in 2018.
Other than weed, what was the first drug, and you started using that 2018, right?
Yeah, I only use weed and methamphetamines.
Okay.
I had a
Okay.
friend
So
who did I had a friend who did meth, but never did meth with her. She would just, you know, do it by herself, and I would look at her, but she was like, "No, don't try this. You don't want to try this at all." One day, it got to where I was like, "Let me try that," and I hit the bowl, and I couldn't stop from that first day on.
All right, so let's get my dates correct. So in 2006 is where you met Room 21. From 2006 to 2007, you were in turmoil with that group and the people that you met there, correct?
Not 2006. I graduated in 2006, 2016, and
I'm
2017.
sorry,
2000.
16. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. Now I
Yeah,
get it. All right, so in
yeah,
2016, you just got a job holding it down. And by
mm-hmm,
2018, you tried meth.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's correct.
If we talk about meth, would this be a trigger for you?
Um, when I'm in rehab now, because I'm in rehab.
Okay, let's talk about it. When you first took a pull or puff or whatever you do, what was your thoughts?
Hmm.
What was your feelings?
Um, I didn't have no feeling. I was just, uh, I was just up, just make you high, just keeps you up. But when I tried it, I didn't. I tried to stop it, but I couldn't stop it at all. And every day I was just like, had to have it. It's like once you try something like that, a hard drug, it becomes a part of your life. Like you let the devil in your life, and you let the
Right.
devil take over.
Okay, so let me just say this right now. Before this interview, if you guys don't know how I do Empress, a conversation with Empress, her and I had a very mature conversation in regards to triggers. I brought the conversation up. I told Monica, if I ask a question that will trigger you, you have to tell me, Empress, we can't go there. Okay? Out of respect, before I asked her this, I asked her would that trigger her. And as an adult, she said no. She's in rehab now. Did you guys not hear her say no? It won't trigger her that she's in rehab. If she would have said yes, then I would have not carried on with this. A conversation with Empress is not to make her look bad, it's not to make her feel bad. It's just awareness and a conversation. It's actually to bound my eyes open as well as hers. So in the comments, don't try to be a doctor, don't try to be a therapist. Don't think I'm trying to do any reverse psychology on Monica. Monica's in full control here. She is in full control. When I try to speak about her beautiful kids, what did she say? She said, Imp, that will be a trigger. And we passed it. Okay? So not
Yes,
today. Not tonight. All righty. So meth made you feel high, it made you feel good, and what else?
it just kept me proactive, productive. I learned a lot of stuff on it, so that's what made me keep at it. Um, like all the hair, the makeup, the eyelashes, everything I
And
know
as
how
a
to
matter of
do.
fact, okay, and stop for a second. For all the doctors and therapists, if you guys don't mind just gifting her, that'll be great as well. Let's gift the panel. This is Monica Clay's conversation with Empress. You guys have learned a lot about her in this hour. And yeah, let's gift the panel. It's okay. It's okay to do that instead of trying to diagnose the situation. It's okay to gift the panel. Hmm. Thank you, Founder Nikki. Thank you very much. All right. So, Monica, thank you very much. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for giving myself and Monica. I appreciate
Thing.
you so much. All right. So, Monica, let's talk about it. Meth. What's going on with it? How's it making you feel?
Well, at the time, it made me feel good, and it made me feel confident in things that I didn't couldn't do before. So when I was getting cyberbullied, I didn't know how to do makeup at all. They would talk about my looks because I was natural. Like
Mm-hmm.
that was the reason why I kept at it because I learned how to do eyebrows, learn how to do makeup, learn how to do eyelashes. I learned how to do a lot of stuff doing meth. It's like a productive drug, and that's what made me keep at it because not because I liked it. It's because I was learning a lot of things I couldn't do while I was sober, or
So you're
before I started using.
so you're saying while using meth, it opens something like mental, maybe made you more creative on the left side of your brain and made you really want to do more for yourself?
Yeah. Like the makeup and stuff like that, because I was insecure from being like bullied by just every day on the internet, and I was just plain. I didn't wear no makeup, and I didn't wear any type of eyelashes. I was just myself. So basically, I would wear my hair, get my hair done, of course,
Oh,
but I wouldn't wear no makeup or nothing like that.
all
So
right. So
basically, I
is is this a true statement? It gives you energy that you're addicted to it for life, and you can't find. Is that a true statement? It gives you energy, but you're addicted to it for life. Is that a true statement?
only 2% people make it out of it. 98%
Okay.
people who try it still on it.
Now I did find a pinup doll picture of you. You're in a blonde wig and full lip. I think it's sexy as hell. And I'm going to ask you, do you feel as though this was a creation from being high?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That is.
Very seductive. Okay. So that's interesting to receive. Meth made her more creative and energetic. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
yeah.
Jessica
I
Rabbit.
forgot about that picture. Where did picture come
Oh, girl,
from?
I had to do my door deals. I had to go get my work for you.
Okay.
I had to go get my work. All right. So, Monica, when you started meth, now how do you are you still working at this time? It's 2018, right? Are you working?
Mhm. Yeah, I'm still working. I still maintain a job. Um, I was still working at Ally Bank. Um, I started working at Ally Bank shortly after
Oh,
I
dear.
left Pumpkin. So I went to go see Pumpkin in 2018, and I still had a job then. Coming back, it was just shortly after I quit.
I sent you that picture since it made you feel so good. I sent it to you.
Uh, thank you.
Okay. All right.
I
All right.
got it.
So now you're supplying a habit. You're now in conjunction with regular bills and regular living, your car and gas. Now you have a meth habit on top of your weed. How much is
Yeah.
meth? Like how much are you spending on meth?
Um, I would actually go. Oh, a lot of money, like about $40 a day. But I would get a little amounts. They would, basically, my friends that I was hanging out with would take most of it, and then because I didn't know who to get it from, so they would just try to jump me, pinch from the bag or whatever. So I was spending a lot.
$40 a day, almost $300 per week on a meth habit. That's a very expensive
Hmm.
habit, Monica.
Yep, it was. And at that time, because I didn't know nobody who sold it, and then they was basically overpricing me or overdoing it.
Okay. All right. So at some point you did find a discount.
Yes, at some point I found out that they was jipping me, and I stopped hanging out with them, and then I started getting it where I knew I could for
Okay.
the amount and the
So in
price.
so in 2018, we were smoking weed and we casually tried meth. All right. Now,
Mm.
what drug did you add onto this? Did we stay meth all the way, or did we add another drug into the occasion?
No, I never did no other drug besides weed and meth.
All right.
So
Now,
meth is
another
only.
photo. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So meth gave us this, correct?
Hmm.
Gave us the pinup doll, the beautiful. What gave us this?
What is that?
This
Sorry.
you just seem not to be together. It's like it's a lot. This picture is telling me a lot.
Oh, I think I was doing my I was that recent? Because I'm looking at the bag. Let me see the bag again.
Okay, let's see the bag. Let me go back. I'm sorry because I was switching to another photo. I'm going back. Okay.
Yeah, that was recent because that's the bag that I had coming into just everything still spiraling down.
Everything.
That's like years.
Okay.
Yeah, that's recent because that's like years and years of it. Yep. And then I didn't only just smoke it; I started shooting it up. So it was intravenously too.
Okay.
Yep. Smoking was like put me in a hospital, and I had appendicitis. So I started basically intravenously doing it.
And did you feel a different hit from it going straight into your veins?
Yeah, it's worse. The visuals. Yep.
Visuals being meaning like hallucinations or
Like there's this poem called I Am Meth on the internet. This girl wrote it. It was a true story.
hmm.
Um but she didn't make it. She died from it. But she would
Can you
shoot it
recite
up.
that poem for us? Can you recite it?
Let me look it up.
The name of the poem is what? IMS?
I am meth.
Okay. I am meth. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Kia, can you grab
Yeah.
that for me? I am meth. And this is a poem, I guess, that basically this was heartfelt to you. You felt this poem,
Yeah.
Monica.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going
I
to read it.
did.
All right. Kia's going to send me I am meth, and I'll go ahead and read the poem as soon as I receive it. All right, so everyone, this is Monica Clay. Give me a quick little moment, and I'm gonna read a poem, something that inspired Monica, and something that has weighed on her heart heavy. It's heavy enough for her to bring it up here today. I've never read the poem, so this is probably gonna be a breakthrough for a lot of us. So everyone, if you guys give me a moment, we're gonna go ahead and read the poem, and the name of it is "I Am Meth." Okay. All right, so this is written by a young Indian girl who was in jail for drug charges, and was an addict addicted to meth. She wrote this while in jail. As you will soon read, she fully grasped the horrors of the drug. As she tells in this simple yet profound poem, she was released from jail, but true to her story, the drug owned her. They found her dead not long after being released, with a needle still in her arm. All right, you guys, I'm going to read this poem. Please keep praying for our children, teens, young adults. Understand this thing is worse than any of us realize. My name is meth. I destroy homes. I tear families apart. Take your children, and that's just the start. I'm more costly than diamonds, more precious than gold. The sorrow I bring is a sight to behold. If you need me, remember I'm easily found. Monica, would you like to read the rest of this?
Oh, okay. No, you can continue.
Okay. I'm easily found. I live all around you in schools and in town. I live with the rich. I live with the poor. I live down the street and maybe next door. I'm made in a lab, but not like you think. I can be made under the kitchen sink, in your child's closet, and even in the woods. If this scares you to death, well, it certainly should. I have many names, but there's one you know best. I'm sure you've heard of me. My name is Crystal Meth. My power is awesome. Try me, you'll see. But if you do, you may never break free. Just try me once, and I might let you go. But try me twice, and I'll own your soul. When I possess you, you'll steal and you'll lie. You don't want you to have just to get high. The crimes you'll commit for my narcotic charm will be worth the pleasure you'll feel in your arms. You'll lie to your mother, you're still from your dad. When you see their tears, you should feel sad. But you forget your morals and how you were raised. I'll be your conscience. I'll teach you my ways. I'll take kids from parents and parents from kids. I turn people from God, Jesus, and separate friends. Whew, whew. Mm,
Yeah, it's a lot.
this is, yeah, it's a lot. Whew.
And it did all of that.
Mm, this is a lot. Okay, let's try. I'll take everything from you, your looks and your pride. I'll be with you always, right by your side. You'll give up everything, your family, your home, your friends, your money. Then you'll be alone. I'll take and take till you have nothing more to give. When I'm finished with you, you'll be lucky to live. If you try me, be warned. This is no game if given the chance. I'll drive you insane. I'll ravish your body. I'll control your mind. I'll own you completely. Your soul will be mine. The nightmares I'll give you while lying in bed, the voices you'll hear from inside your head, the sweats, the shakes, the visions you'll see. I want you to know these are all gifts from me. But then it's too late, and you'll know in your heart that you are mine and we shall not part. You'll regret that you tried me. They always do. But you come to me, not I to you. You know this would happen. Many times you were told, but you challenged my power and chose to be bold. You could have said no and just walked away. If you could live that day over, now what would you say? I'll be your master. You will be my slave. I'll even go with you when you go to your grave. Now that you have me, what will you do? Will you try me or not? It's all up to you. I can bring you more misery than words can tell. Come take my hand. Let me lead you to hell. Jesus.
Yep, yes. That's what it did. And I go through the nightmares now every day. And I was wondering, I didn't read that in the poem at first, but when I was on meth, I didn't have no dreams. And after I stopped doing meth, I have all the nightmares that it's talking about in the poem.
Jesus.
But
Monica.
I'm taking it one day at a time.
Yeah, and that's all you can do. And the fact that you're waking up from this trance, and like you told us in the beginning, you have chosen to stay there for 90 days. It's your choice, correct?
Yes,
So there's a fighter in
yes,
you. There's a
yes,
fighter in you. There's a fighter, you guys. She can leave there whenever she wants, but she has made a mindful choice to stay. She will
yes.
win.
Thank you, y'all.
Whew.
Thank you, Empress.
Okay, so Monica, do you have to leave now, or can I ask you a few more questions?
You can ask me a few more questions.
Okay, a
I have
few
to use
more.
the restroom right quick.
Okay,
Hold
let's
on.
go ahead and take a break, and I'll give everybody an overview of what took place today. All right, so everyone, Monica has to take a quick break to use the restroom. If a lot of you guys don't know, Monica is in rehab. She's in a VA medical institution that allows her to have rehab. Also, she's in Texas. She's been there now for 35 days. She will be there for 90 days straight because it's her choice to stay or leave, and she's choosing to clean her act up. All right. Also, Monica did cover the fact that, her mom and dad, they're still living. She has a sister. She has a brother. She's not really in their life as a sister and brother right now because there's a lot of different changes. And we'll try to talk about a little bit more about that as well. She also had like a skin color complex growing up, and her mother instilled a lot of that in her. Her mom was a little bit negative. Even though she was a cute little girl and she was spoiled, a lot of things did take place in the house that no one knew about. Also, she was bullied as a child. Monica was not abused or anything like that, but she did enter the army at the age of 17. She was married at 19, and at the age of 17 and 18, she had a lot of things that women that are 30-year-old right now don't even have. She had insurance, a great career with the army, and money in the bank, and she was taking care of her family. She got married at 19 to her high school sweetheart, the person that took her to the prom. They were married right up until she was 21. He cheated on her. He was based out in California. She was based in Kansas, and he cheated on her with a lady in California and got her pregnant. So she was divorced at 21. Right after 21, she did get pregnant from a gentleman that was also in the army with her. And she had her first daughter, beautiful little girl. And then after that, some things took place. Well, right before that, some things took place where she went AWOL. She came back from a Christmas vacation and signed in late, and they demoted her from HHC Alpha 701st BSB down to Delta 701st for first FFC. She went AWOL, but she did not lose her job. So she did get an honorable discharge from the Army. So now at 21, out of the Army, her brother helped her get a job at Allied Bank. And while at Allied Bank, she was already on Facebook, and she had these little 6 groups that she was involved in. One day, she tipped over into this group called Room 21. She met a lot of big personalities that's on Bigo right now. She met a lot of those personalities. She was roasted by Keith's pastor. And after she was roasted by him, she got popular, and people wanted to know who she was. At that point, after that, she started hanging out with Pumpkin, and some things started taking place with her job. And we didn't even touch on that, on how she actually lost her job. Social media started to ruin her, right? But she did say at that time she was smoking weed, but holding down a job. She was paying her bills, and then she was with one of her girlfriends that was smoking meth on a regular basis. And her girlfriend said, "Monica, you don't want to try this. You don't want to try this. You don't want to try this." And Monica said, "Let me try it." And Monica took her first pull of crystal meth, and it shook her in a way that she couldn't shake it. And she's been on this journey ever since. Yeah, it's a lot. So that's the updates with Monica. And we did touch on Darnell a little bit, the individual that she married through a Muslim interaction. That was a short relationship. I also talked about her slitting her arm when her and Darnell broke apart, but she did say that was just short lived. She was caring for him, but really wasn't in love with him, and that part of her life is now over. So that's where we are with Monica, okay, in a nutshell. Mm-hmm. Love you, peace. All right, Monica, are we back?
Okay, yeah, I'm back.
Okay, so Monica, how did you lose your job at Allied?
I walked off. I
Gotcha,
quit.
gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. All right, so Monica, let's talk about it. So we've all learned about her crystal meth and being addicted to a lot of other things. Like what, Monica? Were you on pills? Like what other things were you addicted to?
Um, just meth and weed.
Okay, meth and weed. Now, so what happened to that landed you in rehab?
My addiction to meth, I couldn't stop. Every day I had to have it. And lying to y'all for cash apps. Even when I was pregnant,
Mm,
I didn't find I was pregnant until I was 5 months with my son, not my daughter. My daughter, she was born clean, of course, but my son was born with ice in his system.
bless you.
Mm.
So Monica,
And
did you was it a did you
that's what really put me.
voluntarily
Yeah,
did you
I
volunteer?
voluntarily. Yeah.
Good. When did you wake up and say it's time to go?
After I got tired of being homeless, going to jail, just different things in my life that happened, and missing my kids, really.
That's beautiful, Monica. That actually gets me emotional. A lot of women don't wake up from the trance. A lot of us don't get an
Yeah,
opportunity, and you've given yourself that opportunity. So, can you talk to
yeah.
us how would one admit themselves into a rehab? What's the steps you take?
Well, I'm a veteran, so it's kind of easy for us to go to rehab because it's free. But some people are civilians, and it's kind of harder because they got to pay for treatment. So treatment is free, being a veteran, and I'm at the VA. So I knew I could utilize all my benefits as a veteran, and I went to the VA. And then one of the
You're a blessed
officers that knew
girl.
me, thank you, the officers that knew me, um, he know me from Facebook. He said, you need to go get detox, Monica, and go get the rehab. So one of the officers that I know, police, he told me to go to rehab, and I
Somebody that
understood
was
because I.
still believing in you. Someone that's still believing in you.
Hmm.
Okay, so they want to know in the audience, do you have a place now? I mean, she's currently in rehab, but do you have a place right now, Monica?
No, I'm in rehab right now. That's my
Okay.
place right now. But as soon as
Mm-hmm.
I get
But
out, I should be. I'm working on my housing.
hmm so she's going to be eligible for certain programs, you guys. Monica has a plan. Monica has,
Yeah,
this wasn't her life. She doesn't want this life. So she does have a plan that's going to require her to get benefits, housing, and certain claims that's owed to her. She's about to do it big. She's about to be that same 17 to 18-year-old that was walking around with 25 grand plus in her bank account because she had just enlisted in the army with insurance and benefits. She's going right back there. And it's one step at a time. First is housing. It's going to be her money, her claims, her benefits, and then we work on our babies. Right? So she already have the blueprint. She got an agenda. She has an agenda.
yeah,
Okay. All right. So, okay, Monica, so we understand that's where you are. Now, tell us about the program and are you in any type of groups, like any group sessions?
yeah. We do groups every day.
Mm-hmm.
We have like about three to four classes per day, spaced out
Mm.
throughout the time. And I also got an IT job, which stands for incentive therapy. So it's a $3 paying a job an hour, but it's for getting back to the work field, having a uh, steady thing to where you can basically know when I get out, I can have a time where I go to work too. So it's like that.
So, while you're in rehab, you're getting on job training in IT.
Yeah.
Well,
Hmm.
damn. So, are you writing codes?
No, not information technology, but incentive
Okay.
therapy. So I'm a
Got you.
backdoor
Okay.
receptionist. Hmm.
All right, deep. That's you're gonna start from somewhere, and you already got the personality to
Yes,
know how to do everything. So this is very, very great. This is good.
yes.
Now in rehab, is there any time that you lead a group yourself? Is there any time that you are the head of that group for the day?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Um, Probably the NA meetings. Some of the NA meetings, they wanted me to be a chairperson for the NA.
So Monica, everybody's rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. One of the reasons I wanted to do conversations with Empress with Monica is because I heard you speak one day and I knew this was a different Monica. I'm like, who is this with patience and poise? I want to have a conversation with this lady. And you made my heart skip a beat.
Thank
Women
you.
recognize women that are growing and glowing. We recognize it. And I definitely saw clean through it. You weren't even cammed up, but I just heard your voice and I had to stop and take a breath because it took my breath away. Because I've never gotten a chance to meet this Monica. So nice to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you too, Empress.
Hmm hmm All right. So, um, is there anything that you want to share, in regards to just something positive in your life, or just what would you like to share with us that I haven't covered?
That I'm through with drugs for good.
Speak it,
Well,
Monica. Can
that's
you repeat that? No, can you repeat that for us again?
that I'm through with drugs, period, for good.
Uh, I receive that, Monica. I receive that, and I want that for you. I
Thank
want
you.
it.
Appreciate that.
I want that for you. And one day at a time, like you said. All right, so we have to speak about the elephant in the room. We did speak a little bit on Darnell, but while you were live with us, somebody called you by the name of Blue.
That's a, that's my boyfriend.
Mhm. All right, so I want to be honest. Do you feel as though social media, um, do you feel as though social media has ruined things for you?
um, yeah, no, not really.
Hmm.
Well, maybe it wasn't right with the other person, but
Okay.
blue is different.
Okay. Now, first question: is Blue clean?
Yeah, blue is clean. He the one who made sure that I stay clean. He was the one that wanted me to go to rehab and stay that 90 days and get the process done.
Good. Monica, look at Brooke being shady. Monica keep a man. Monica do keep a man. I'm sorry. Monica know how to keep a man. Now, Monica, does he work or anything like that? Is he living with his mom? What is going on with Blue?
No, he got his own. Everything he got
Okay,
his own.
good. So this is promising.
Yeah, this
This
is
is
very
promising.
promising.
So the only advice I have, it's okay that we know about Blue, but the less social media interaction with Blue, the better. Do you agree?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because some of our lives got to be separate just a little bit. And you are making a breakthrough, and this is a brand new Monica. So let's do something a little bit different than what we've already been doing in the past. Okay. And that's keeping Blue kind of on the sideline a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, Monica, once you're clean and out, what are your plans to get back into a good relationship with your sister and brother? Do you have any plans on that?
Yeah, I have to work the 12 steps. There's 12
Mhm.
steps you have to do when you go to rehab. And it's step 8, the people we harmed and how we harmed them. Yeah. And
That's
so
beautiful.
I have to make a list of all the people we had harmed and became willing to make amends to them all. But it's a 12-step program, and you have to work
Um,
the steps.
Monica, do you mind telling us the 12 steps, please? Can you read them to us?
Okay, I can. Okay, the first step is we admitted that we were powerless over our addiction, that our lives had become unmanageable. That's step 1. Step 2 is um, we came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. Step 3, we made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood Him. Step 4, um, uh, we made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. Step 5, We admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs.
Mm.
Step 6. We were entirely ready to have God remove all these defects of character. Step 7. We humbly asked Him to remove our shortcomings.
Mm.
Step 8. We made a list of all persons we had harmed and became willing to make amends to them all. Step 9. We made direct amends to such people wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or okay, we made direct amends to such people wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. Step 10
Mm-hmm.
is we continue to take personal inventory, and when we were wrong, promptly admitted it. Step 11 is we sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood Him, praying only for knowledge of His will for us and the power to carry that out.
Mm.
And step 12 is having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, we tried to carry this message to addicts and to practice these principles in all our affairs. Those are the 12
That is
steps.
beautiful. That's great.
Thank you. Thank you.
That is great. So there's a lot of God in this. There's a lot of
Hmm.
spirituality into this cleanup.
Oh,
Do you
yes,
guys
very
have
much
prayer
so.
groups? Do you have prayer groups in there too?
Um, we can, but it falls into our NA meetings or AA meetings or one of those meetings. It
Mm.
does. Yeah, because we start out with the serenity prayer. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Come on, Monica. That's your serenity prayer. I love it. And number 12 is your spiritual awakening. Jesus.
Yep,
But
yep.
you woke right now, Monica. You woke.
Thank you.
You woke. And you're doing darn good. I'm proud of you. I really am. I'm proud of the
Thank you.
fact that you accepted my invitation to have a conversation with me. And I'm proud of the fact that you gave us nothing but a mature lady and honesty the entire conversation.
Thank you, Empress. I appreciate that.
Okay. Now, is there anything you would like to leave us with before we're out of here, ma'am?
I just want to thank everybody for listening to my story, and you been professional, the first one who ever did an interview with who wasn't attacking me and just really want to know the truth.
Thank you, baby. I received that. I appreciate it. Yeah, Monica. And sometimes we have to really just harp on the positives and ladies as we grow and move through this area. We do a lot. Like none of us ain't perfect. We do a lot. But when it's something beautiful moving amongst us, somebody got to help you sing that song. Somebody.
Uh,
Okay.
that's
Now,
real.
one more time, can we put that cash up out there, please, for Monica? One more
Okay.
time, cash app. And remember, you
Thank
guys,
you.
Monica is now clean. She's 35 days clean. All right. She's not going out of rehab. There's no walking down the road and moving around. She's in prayer and she's in groups every day, talking about spiritual awareness and also taking care of those 12 steps. So if you give her a cash app, it's going to be going toward her getting her life together after 90 days, starting a new life that's going to involve a house. She's going to go and get her army benefits and her claims and all those things. So anything that you give, you will be helping her rebuild Monica. We all are
Yes.
proud of Monica. Keep those 12 steps in front of you, girl. And one more time before
Yeah,
we leave, Monica, can we put, go ahead.
I actually bought the literature, invested in my literature, so I paid for these books. Not a lot of people have
Mm-hmm.
them.
And Monica, one more time, can you please give us that serenity prayer nice and slow, please? I'm going to bow my head.
Okay. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen.
Amen. Yay, that was good. So if everyone enjoyed um the conversation with Empress, I'm glad that you guys are here. I will be having another conversation with Empress with Cam Bam as soon as we can get the date down. Cam Bam has decided that she would love to have a conversation with me. And if you guys would like to cash out Monica, that would be a plus, plus, plus. I'm definitely going to be cash apping Monica. So let's help our sister out on her journey. None of us ain't perfect. And sometimes we start waking up. Everybody wake up, and Monica is now woke. Monica is
Thank
woke.
you.
And we're gonna
I
do our part to
appreciate the
keep you that
cash
way,
apps
sister.
and the love.
Yeah. Yay. All right,
Thank you,
Monica, we love
Empress, for having
you.
me.
Thank you.
I
Yep. And
love
you
y'all
got my number
too.
now,
Thank
Monica.
you.
So look out for your cash up in just a second, princess. All right. And if you need me, just like I said in the beginning, I got you.
Okay.
Okay. And
Okay.
that won't change as long as you're
Thank you.
doing the right thing. All right. You're welcome.
Okay. Thank
All
you.
right.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
All right, everybody. So that was Monica Clay, Conversations with Empress. She gonna sleep well. Thank you guys for staying in here with us. It got off to a little weird start. I couldn't see myself on the thank you guys. Thank you. I couldn't see myself on the little popular page, but we got in, everybody got the word, we got the message out, and hey, we did it. So stay tuned for Cam Bam. I'm gonna be doing one with Cam Bam really soon. So yeah. Anybody want to come up and have anybody got anything to say? You can come in and talk to me before we get out of here. Anybody in the comments or in the box that want to say something? I didn't want you guys to ask Monica all those questions because I saw people asking questions about her kids. That was an off topic tonight. I didn't want y'all to bombard her with a lot of questions. So I just kept it smooth, if you guys in mind.